Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Carlos from Nebraska Furniture Mart, and thank you guys for joining us for our 12 days of live streams at Nebraska Furniture Mart with Epson. Today I have John Kirksey here to talk to us about their brand new line called Live Studio with Epson. Just keep in mind, throughout this whole live stream, we'll have giveaways for gift cards, $250. Leave your comments, ask us questions for you to be entered into that giveaway and everything as well. But in the meantime, I'm going to hand it over to John. How you doing, John?
I'm doing well. Thanks.
Good,
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely,
Appreciate it. I'm excited to talk to you about Epson and Epson products and projectors. But first of all, let me start. Who is Epson? People know us as the printer company or even the projector that you see. We have our high-end projectors, but we are a very innovative company. We've been around for a long time. Like I said, Seiko Epson, we make watches. We are very vertically integrated. So as we talk about our products today, keep in mind, we make everything, just about everything that you see. These are our quality projectors that I'm going to take you through today. These aren't the $200 projectors that people see on TikTok, you know, that look like garbage. These are meant to be a possible TV replacement for a big screen entertainment, you know, watching movies, just all kinds. And we're going to talk about, you know, what type of customer will be interested in these projectors. But like I said, from the premium, from the traditional big theater room projectors that people are used to, they think, well, I can't use a projector. I don't have a theater room. We have something for them. And keep that in mind as we go through this. Epson has a projector pretty much for every customer need out there. And the great thing about NFM is you guys are experts here. You guys know your products, you know the right questions to ask customers. So a customer can feel really comfortable coming in and saying, hey, I want to do this. And you guys will point them in the right direction. It's exciting. Yeah, so if you're okay, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the technology, and then I'm going to show you guys some of the projectors that we brought in today. Yeah. So like you said, we have a new Live Studio product line that recently came out. And we are, as I mentioned, a very innovative company. Our goal is to make our devices, whether it's printers, scanners, projectors, compact, precise, and efficient. Those are our three goals with everything, because those are the three things customers want. So the way we do that is continue to innovate, to continue to make our products better. We are a Japanese-based company. We have a very large engineering team that's constantly trying to innovate and make our products better. That's why we are the #1 printer manufacturer in the world. We're also the #1 projector manufacturer in the world. We make quality products that are going to give the customers a high definition 4K viewing experience, and it's going to last. And like I said, we make our products, we make everything. We even make the technology that's inside of our projectors. We created it, patented it, and continue to improve. And this is the latest of our technology. So a lot of our projectors, and we still use this, it's a 3-chip, 3 LCD technology. So you have 3 chips for RGB, and then with the projectors, a lot of the ones that you see still have one light source, whether it's a laser or a lamp. Now we've changed it. Now with the new technology, we are doing 3 LEDs. So each color gets its own. RGB, red, green, blue. You can create every color with red, green, blue, right? So now we're able to make our projectors much smaller. This is the entire engine for one of these projectors that we're going to look at. So there's the compact. We'll talk about the efficient and precise, but by making it small, less parts, we're able to make our projectors smaller, more efficient with how it handles power, how it handles light. We're going to show you that in a second. But just a huge innovation that Epson created and patented with our new technology, with our Live Studio. And this is what it looks like. This is pretty cool. You can actually see, this is one of the projectors we're going to be looking at, but we cut out the bottom so you can see the RGB. This is extremely important. What good is a projector if it doesn't look good, right? Or it gets hot. Projectors can get hot. This projector is more efficient. It runs cooler. It requires less parts. So then you're going to be able to do things like what we're going to show you. So I'd like to go ahead and jump in and show you some of our product line, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, please.
Yep. What's that? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, turn that so that light's shining right at you.
Run the video.
So if you don't mind, guys, we have a video that we'd like to show you guys before we jump to the product. That's going to give you an overview of the Epson projectors that I'm going to show you today.
Life's full of moments, but with the right touch, can suddenly
suddenly spark into something magical. Like that epic birthday party when mom decided to create balloon animals for the first time, and it was just perfect. Or when dad jumped up to celebrate after the final score, sending snacks flying, creating a moment that becomes legend. Or when an unexpected family member suddenly decides to join us during backyard movie night. But that's what made the night unforgettable. Life's full of moments. With an Epson Life Studio projector, they become stories you'll tell forever. Epson Life Studio projectors. Create the moment.
So with that video that you are the triluminous laser aspect of it, how much more of a benefit is that compared to something like a competitor with a standard laser projector, for example?
Like I said, it's the way that it handles the power is big. So you want a projector that runs cooler, more efficient with how it handles power, but you don't want to sacrifice quality. So that's what you're going to get with the 3 individual colors. You're not going to have to share that light source with RGB. They're each going to have their own independent light source. So you're going to get brighter. When we talk about lumens, lumens is the key. When a customer is looking for a projector, lumens is a key. How many lumens is one of the first questions they should be looking at. By being more efficient, it handles the light better. So we're going to show you a demo. It's going to bright, rich colors. You're not having to sacrifice quality for size.
Cool.
Okay.
Appreciate that breakdown. If you want to get into starting to show us the new products.
Let's take a look at them. First of all, we talk about small. This is the Pop, the Life Studio Pop. So it's nice and small, compact. Think about a customer that maybe they go camping. They want something that they could just stick in the shelves, put it away. Maybe they want to watch this outside, watch movies in the evening. This isn't that traditional old school projector, that's a big box that everyone sees. You can see that's what the technology has done for us. Allows us to make it small. This projector, not only is it small and compact, it's a 1080p projector, so you're going to get great video quality, but it has the speakers built in. So it has audio already built in, no need to bring an additional device. It's got a nice Bose system built into there, so you're going to get nice, clear audio. The other thing is that it's going to run super quiet, so you're not going to have to worry about fan noise, and it has Google TV built in. So you're going to have access to all your streaming services, right? You can bring your own source. It has a HDMI if they want to bring their own source, but this has Google TV all built in and ready to go. So you have your source on the spot.
Cool. And how easy is it to set up one of these sorts of things?
That's a great question. Setting up is a matter of putting it down on, I'm going to show you that on one of our screens, projectors in a second. I put it on the table, point it at the target. We use a technology called Epson, which I'm going to show you, that automatically lines up the screen for you. But I don't have to worry about, okay, I love this question. I don't have to worry about, okay, this table needs to be facing straight at my screen and my projector needs to go. I can offset the projector, point it in the direction I want to go, and it'll automatically line itself up.
So pretty much plug and play.
Plug and play. Once you log into everything that you need to log into, you're good to go. Awesome. The other advantage of this is maybe I'm watching a concert outside at night or a race. I don't want to disturb the whole neighbors or in the house in the evening. I want to watch something. I can Bluetooth earphones or AirPods to it and be able to watch my movie that way as well. So again, just a great small compact device, put it out of the way without having to sacrifice quality. Just amazing. This can replace the TV.
Cool. And we're being asked questions, so keep in mind, if you keep asking questions, leaving comments in, you get entered into a giveaway for $250 with a gift card. So one of the questions that was being asked is in terms of audio out. You talked about Bluetooth. Is there any other audio outs that we can use for like sound bars or portable speakers?
Yep, absolutely. You can hook your own audio to it as well. That's a great question. Awesome. You can do, if you want to expand on it, and think about that with all of our projectors, they are expandable. I can start with the internal speakers, even our home theater, some of our home theater ones, start and then add speakers. That's what I did. I started with just a short throw, which we're going to talk about, added my speakers later on, added a screen, and just built on my system as time goes on.
Nice. Now, bringing up the screen, do you have to have a screen with something like this?
You do not.
Okay.
Obviously, a screen is going to give you a better viewing experience if you have a screen outside, but I'm a perfect example. I was very happy the Seahawks and the Mariners were playing at one time. One of my projectors was pointed at a screen. The other one was pointed at a wall. You know, so I don't have to have, and even in my bedroom, I don't have a TV in my bedroom. I have an ultra short through my bedroom that projects onto the wall, and it looks amazing. That's not a true theater experience, but it's an option. Like you said, you can get the projector now, add the target or the screen later if you want.
Fair enough. And I don't need any other Rokus or external devices or anything like that to get it to work.
Not unless you want to.
Cool.
Google TV built into all of them, so
All
you're good to go. Log in once, and you're set. I actually logged into one last night. When I just got it, took me 3 minutes to get the projector set up before I was ready to start watching I mean, it's so easy to use. It's amazing. Ease of use is important to us with all the products, with everything we make. So these two look the same, just different colors, but we have the Pop 1080p 700 lumens. Let's talk about lumens real quick. Lumens are extremely important. You need lumens in order to be able to overcome the ambient light in a room. If you want to see your projector, you have to have higher lumens, depending on how you want to use the projector. So I mentioned, you know, those $200, $300 TikTok. If you were to look at the lumens on some of those projectors, they're 50, 100 lumens, and that might be 100 lumens in white, but their color lumens might be 50 because there's two different measurements, white and color. With Epson, we're looking at 700 lumens, both white and color with this projector.
That's crazy.
That's great.
That's great, bro.
Yeah, great. And again, equal. So I'm going to get nice bright whites, nice bright colors. This is a beautiful viewing experience. This is not that garbage that you see. That there's a lot of knockoffs out there, you know, and customers are like, well, why don't I just buy that 300? Well, you get what you pay for when it comes to projectors.
So in terms of like lumens, how would this work outside, for example, during the day?
I don't recommend it for the day. And I'm just full disclosure and being honest with the projectors. No projector is going to give you a good viewing experience in the middle of the day. I don't care what anyone tells you. It could be 3,000 lumens. We're in Texas. If the sun's shining bright, that ambient light is just going to overcome the power of your projector. Fortunately, you guys here have solutions for those customers, you know, outdoor TVs that'll work great outside. Not every situation is a good situation for a projector, but you know, when 4 or 5, 6 o'clock comes, the sun starts setting, you know, it's an amazing experience to sit in your backyard and watch a 120, 150 inch screen. You know, it's a lot of fun.
If I were to put it outside and watch a movie at nighttime, for example, how does power look? How does controlling the projector itself look? That sort of thing.
So power, you're just giving me all the questions I want, man.
It's actually the viewers.
Yeah, viewers. Thank you, viewers. That power is a great question because it leads me into one of my coolest, to me, very cool. What makes these portable, it takes it a step further with the Flex that we're going to look at here in a second. I can get a power battery bank, plug it in, and be able to watch it. Now it's a portable projector that doesn't require power.
Awesome.
Now, I know a lot of people say, well, there's projectors already out there that have built-in batteries. First of all, those batteries are proprietary to that projector. Once that battery dies, you have to order another battery from that manufacturer, and your viewing time is going to be so low. You're not even going to get through a movie with most of these internal battery projectors that out there. With an external, I could watch a couple hour movies. When that one dies, plug in another one. So people go and camp and you want to watch it outside, you don't have to worry about running a power cord across the room. Plug in a power bank. You guys sell them here. We were just looking at them. They could buy a couple of power banks and take it camping with them, and they're good to go.
Awesome. And then controlling it, do you have a remote?
Yeah, remote. Yes. Everything that you shortcuts to Netflix, everything that you need is on that remote. Volume, power, controls, adjusting the picture, focusing. It's, one step. You barely have to touch the projector.
Nice. And in terms of like how big the screen size can go on that particular projector, how does that?
So 120 inch, which is big. 120. Technically you can go bigger. You can go bigger. You can go up to 150 if the environment's right. You know, as you get bigger, you need more brightness. So the environment, I like, 120 is that sweet spot. You know, with these being 700 lumens. But if someone wanted to do 150, you could absolutely watch 150.
So the brighter that
the brighter, the bigger. You need brightness in order to go big.
Cool. And do you have to replace any of these bulbs or anything like that?
No. These are laser. So once the laser's gone, the projector's gone. But 20,000 hours is what you're going to get. So that's like, and maybe even more than that. That's 20,000 hours running 75, 80% brightness. Most people run it a little less than that. 20,000 hours is like watching for 5 hours a day for 11 years. So
Which is plenty of time, honestly, to kind of break it in.
Yeah, I've been here with Epson almost 14 years. I have projectors that I got when I first started that still work with Epson. Our products are built to last.
Awesome. Yep. Cool. And just keep in mind, people are asking us questions. We're asking it to him. So please just shoot us questions as well. We'll enter you into a giveaway for $250 for a gift card as well. So we've talked about that. What's this one right here? Same 700 lumens.
700 lumens, but now we have 4K. This is the Pop Plus. Same projector, basically, but higher lumens, or 700 lumens, but 4K. So for the customer that's like, most of the content we watch these days are in 1080p. That'll be suitable for a lot of people, but for some people that want to pay a little bit more and get that 4K experience, the Pop Plus is perfect for that.
Cool. And does it look, it's obviously 4K, so it looks sharper.
Yeah, 4K in, 4K out. So yeah, if you're feeding it from a 4K source or wherever, then yeah, the quality, on both of them, the quality is amazing. I think you would know the difference if you put them side by side, be like, oh, that one looks a little bit better, but most people will be very happy with either one of them.
Awesome.
Whichever is right for the customer.
Awesome. In terms of, we're being asked a question in terms of how easy it is to move it from one room to another, for example. Can kids use it for their, play dates, that sort of thing as well?
Yeah. We have a projector that we're going to look at in a second, which is perfect for that. You talk about play dates, it's ideal. But when you talk about moving it from one room to the other, you pull it out of the drawer, take it outside, plug it in, hit the power, and it's on. Point it at your target, and it's on. There is no setting it up. There's no focusing in. It'll automatically correct itself. It can't get any easier. There's voice activated on the remote, so I could say watch Netflix. Netflix comes up. It's super, super simple.
And I presume that's using the built-in Google Assistant
and
everything?
Yes,
awesome.
sir. Yep.
Nice.
This is ideal. Like, a lot of people don't want to put TVs in their kids' room, or they don't want TVs in the bedroom. My wife doesn't want TVs in any of the bedrooms in our house. But she didn't say no projectors, so I have projectors in every bedroom of the house.
You don't see it on the walls. So
yeah, but just say maybe, like you said, a play date, or the person asks a question. You have friends over, they're doing a slumber party. I can take this in, take it into little Johnny's room. The kids can all gather around, watch a movie. When I'm done, take it back out, put it back in the drawer, so then the kid doesn't have a movie. The other thing is gaming. For the gamers out there, my son loves taking a projector out in the backyard, hooking his Xbox to it, and watching it playing his Xbox on the screen. It's a cool experience to get the kids out of the house into the backyard, right? At least they're outside now and they're not in the house, and they're playing Xbox, watching a movie, doing whatever they want.
And you just plug that into the HDMI?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Super simple to use. So again, 1080p, 4K, 700 lumens, both color and white, quality, 20,000 hours, just amazing, amazing projectors.
Nice. Awesome.
So, any questions more about those?
I think we're good on this side. We covered it.
All right, so let's move over to what I consider to be, like I said, I've been here a long time. This is probably, to me, the coolest projector, portable projector that is on the market that Epson's ever made, for sure. This is the Flex Plus, Live Studio Flex Plus. It is, you can see, sits on a stand. Notice that it looks like a desk lamp, right? Because it is.
Oh, nice.
So you can see it's changing the different little settings.
That's pretty cool.
If I tap, it controls the brightness. So aesthetically, it doesn't get any better than this.
Very minimalist, yeah.
Yeah, like 100-inch TV in your room, or this. I could put this on a nightstand next to the bed. It works as a desk lamp. Also, it has a Bose speaker system. This gives you room feeling audio. And when I say it fills the room, if I were to turn this thing up, it's a concert in here. So think about kids. We talked about having a party. This is the product for them. You can watch movies on it. The other cool thing is that there's an app that you can use it's the, Rob, help me with the name. It's the Epson Studio app. Studio projection app. Thank you. Epson Studio projection app. And what that does is it allows you really to take the party to a next level. So say, you're doing a graduation, grandma can't fly in. You're going to do a slideshow from the projector. She can watch the slideshow from wherever she's at. She can also participate. If she has pictures. Oh, I want to send this picture and have it be a part of the slideshow. So people from all around the country can join in on the party.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, by
That's
sharing
really
their
awesome.
photos and sharing their memories.
That's pretty unique, yeah.
Yeah, it's very unique. It's a cool device. And we really gear this towards like the party planner of the house, the event organizer of the home, the one that's in control of making sure that everyone's happy. There's a few different things when we talk about setup. If I could have you pointed at the screen over there. So I'm going to show you when I move the projector, we talked about how easy it is to set up. Notice that no matter where I move it, it's automatically squaring itself back up. So the kids, I don't have to worry about, placing it at the right spot for them. We could have a party. The kids could be jumping around. There is also a microphone that's available if you want to do karaoke with the projector, just to take the fun to another level. And then we could also do this. And I'm going to have you, if possible, point it at the ceiling when I do this. Maybe the kids all want to lay on the ground and watch the projector, watch a movie while they're laying on the ground. I can point it all the way up and we can all lay on the ground and the kids can watch a movie on the ceiling.
That's pretty cool. And it auto adjusts and everything.
It automatically adjusts.
Heck yeah, it's pretty cool. And in terms of like, if I had something on my phone, I want to cast it onto the screen, for example, how do we go about doing that?
You absolutely can cast your content. You could share your content on there. Awesome. It has Google TV built in. So it has all the features, access to security cameras. Again, just like the others, access to all of the apps that you want to use that are available out there. It's this one, you can, again, hook the battery pack. It has an HDMI port to it. Yeah. Just a really, really cool device. The Bose speaker, I can't talk enough about how good that sounds.
Awesome.
And again, same. You can also if I want to use Bluetooth headsets, I can Bluetooth to it. If I want to add an additional speaker, like maybe the projector's across the yard, but I want a speaker next to me, I can Bluetooth a speaker. So let's take a look at a demo. I don't know how well the audio will come across the video, but maybe you can turn it up, Robin. So I'm guessing that we're projecting at about 100 inches right now, maybe 110, with no problems. So I will say I have done 0 adjustments. This is straight out of the box. I can go in and mess with the settings and make it look even better if I want. We're running off Wi-Fi, so the connection might not be the best for the video we're watching, but you can see the colors are incredible.
They do. They look good. Honestly, that sounds amazing for how small it is in general.
Yeah.
One of the viewers asked, what's the model number on this called?
This is the Live Studio Flex Pro. Flex Plus.
Flex
sorry.
Plus.
Yep,
Awesome.
Flex Plus.
Thank you so much.
1,000 lumens, so it's brighter.
Nice.
1,000 both color and light, 4K. So you're going to get that amazing, that you can see it, the amazing video quality. This gives you a big screen viewing experience wherever you want it.
That looks pretty awesome.
In whatever room, whatever part of your house, take it to the garage, whatever you want to do with it.
That looks pretty cool. It sounds pretty good too, honestly.
Yeah, I'm impressed. And this, for these projectors, we're talking under $1,000.
Really?
Under $1,000 for these projectors.
So kind of while you're at that, people keep asking us questions because we're running a giveaway for $250 on a gift card. Ask your comments, ask your questions, leave your comments and everything. And we kind of send them over to John and everything. So with that being said, what's kind of the price points on these products over here that we're looking at? You said this is under $1,000.
Yeah. So the price point, you know how it is. Things go on sale. So I will say anywhere between $650 to $900.
Okay.
I think the pop, you guys can go on. I think I saw you guys might have had it for $650, $700 price range.
$650, $700.
Yep.
Okay.
Up to, I think that you had this right around $900.
Nice.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it, like I said, quality projectors. So we took a look at our portables. Amazing. Like I said, that's my favorite portable projector that Epson's ever made. One other thing I want to say about that there's also a long stand that's available through Epson. Oh, nice. So maybe they don't want to set it on the table. That long stand, it's nice, heavy base. You can sit it right in the middle of the room. You still have the same flexibility and movement with the projector, but if they don't want to have to find a table to sit on.
Kind of going off of that, in terms of would these be able to be put on a stand, or can you mount any of these projectors in general?
We do not have, as far as ceiling mounts and stuff, we don't have ceiling mounts available as of yet for these. These are truly meant to be portable.
Okay.
DIYs figure out a way.
Well, that's why you have the premium line in general. Those are top mounted.
Oh yeah, you can put them on a tripod. That's true. Yeah, you can. You can put them on a screw them into a tripod. That would work. But as far as ceiling mounts, yeah, we don't have anything for that.
Cool. Right. And just to ask again, you don't necessarily need a screen or anything like that. Is there a benefit to having a screen on it?
The quality, a screen will improve the quality of your video. Okay. So is it mandatory? No, but it will help to have the right screen. Now, with that, the other question, the thing that projector does when we talk about the movement, I'm glad someone mentioned screen. To help with customers that don't have a screen, it has a feature in it that will look at the color of the wall and try to adjust the color in the projector to overcome whatever's in the color of the wall is.
So more accurate colors.
More accurate colors, yeah. So not only do we have the Epic Sense, we have that feature as well.
Is that on just that one right there, or is that on all of them?
That's on all of them.
Awesome. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Automatic.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool.
As soon as you point it, it automatically looks at the wall, squares itself up, looks at the color, and you're good to go.
Cool. And in terms of, some of the people are asking in terms of brightness control, zooming in and out control, or anything like that, what kind of functionality do you have in terms of adjustability?
All that through the remote. I can zoom in, zoom out, adjust brightness. And when I say you can adjust the settings, I can go in and adjust contrast, brightness, HDR on that one. You can pretty much adjust. Like I said, that's out of the box. There's 10 different adjustments in there that I can go in and correct. I can change it from cinema to vivid, so I can adjust the colors that way. Yeah, it's not necessary to do all that, but if a customer wants to get in there and play around with it, but you saw with no adjustments at all, it was pretty amazing. I can go in and tune it up even a little bit more.
Awesome. And in terms of port selection and everything on these sorts of products, what can I plug into them? What options do I have? Can I plug USBs? Is it
USB, HDMI? What else would you want? 2.5 millimeter.
Okay, so 2.5. Okay, cool. Nice. So for audio out, you have audio, PS5 for your consoles or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
very for the gamers out there, very, very low latency, less than 20 milliseconds latency. Nice. So if anyone's worried about any latency behind the projector, they don't have to worry about that.
And then the latency on those guys over there?
Same, 20 milliseconds on all of them. Yep.
Cool. Yep. And do you know the refresh rate by the off chance on them all?
I don't remember the refresh, but my partner Rob over here is going to look up the refresh rates for us. So. Okay. Yeah, auto low latency mode. I mean, there's a lot of built-in features. That's the advantage of the small technology, is that, I mean, you look at that projector, the bottom portion of its speaker, the top is just the projector, right? Yeah. So we're able to get a lot of cool features in there because of the small, compact size that we're able to achieve with our technology.
Sure. Yeah. Keep sending your questions come to us, guys, so we can kind of enter you into a giveaway. We can start throwing them at John as well. Get some clarifications if you guys have any. So with that being said, what's the kind of target demographic for these products? So who is this for? Who is this for? Who is that one for?
Yeah, I would say anyone that's looking for something small and compact, but they want quality. There are those people out there that might be happy with a $300 projector that doesn't look. I don't know about you, but if it's not in HD, I'm not watching it. So someone wants a projector that they're going to have for a while. Years, and they're going to be happy with it. And just the quality, ease of use. We really have geared our target customers like that, the home, like I said, the person in charge of the entertainment in the house, the director, the person that prepares to go camping and thinks, oh, it'll be, instead of having that 32-inch TV in our trailer, let's go outside and watch 150-inch on a sheet outside. So it is definitely, but I will say there's a primary and secondary use. If I'm a salesperson and I need something for business presentations, all day, I could put this in my work backpack, take this on with me on a trip, have my own projector ready to go whenever I need it. So it does, we like to say a primary and a secondary use. Your primary could be, I want to watch movies. My secondary is, I need to do business presentations on it once in a while, or vice versa. I want to use it for business, but I want to watch movies when I get home. Makes your dollar grow further.
Sure. And you can game on it and everything. You can
Gaming,
put your console.
yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Gaming's on. You want to put your console in your bag, and and with your projector, you got a whole system set up for you in your backpack.
Cool. So that's kind of like the everyday carry for someone that wants to kind of run it.
Yep.
Cool. And then the second one, who's that one for?
This one's same customer, but they're willing to spend a little bit more to get 4K. 4K is important to them. So they want to go from the 1080p, from the 4 to the 4K and be able to have a little bit better viewing experience.
Nice. I mean, and keep in mind when you're dealing with 4K content and you're stretching a picture out that big, 4K will spread more. You have 50 million grains of sand going out to 120 inches compared to, 10,000 grains of sand spreading out to 120 inches. So that picture quality would probably be a benefit for specific people. Yep. So I probably watched Dune and Transformers on that one.
Yeah.
On the 4K.
Well, we expect that will. So we expect that one to do really well because I think customers are going to be willing to pay for the additional features that you get out of that, of the Plus. But just a great option for customers. I like the fact that maybe they don't want the stand, they don't need the speaker, they need something thinner, something smaller than that.
Fair enough.
For the Flex Plus, that I really look, there's a lot of uses. Maybe someone has a small space, a small apartment. They don't have room for a 100-inch TV, but they want something big, or 80. They don't want to go buy furniture that can fit in 85, 100-inch, whatever TV, because you do need additional piece. This is for that person, that mom, the dad, that's the entertainment person that we talked about, that wants something that they can easily come out and set up outside, start watching their game, movie, whatever, move to another room. And again, I'm going to go back to quality every time. You can spend $300, but it's like spending $300 in a washing machine that doesn't wash your clothes. Right? What good is it, right? I want to spend the money because I want to enjoy the product. And you're going to spend a little bit more, but you're going to be happy with the purchase, and it's going to last you a lot longer.
Auto low latency mode is less than 20 milliseconds delay.
Okay, less than 20 milliseconds. Yep.
Nice, thank you.
Yep.
Awesome. And then kind of after talking about all that, focal distance on everything, kind of how far back should you sit or how far should the projector be seated or anything like that?
It really, how big do you want the image to be, right? I think that's what it comes to, and how big of a space do you have to project your image? Not a lot of people have a 120-inch wall outside so obviously the further you pull it back, the bigger the image is going to get, but it's really about what your space looks like. And I'm going to say that coming in here, I'm a regular shopper. I spent a lot of money at NFM because of the expertise. Mm-hmm. A customer can come in and say, I want to put a projector in my home theater room. You guys can take care of them from beginning to end. Absolutely. I want a portable projector. You have options. You can show them options. You can show the difference between entry level. So this is a great place to come in and see all that's available. Not everyone can say that.
Fair enough. I think it would pair well with the inflatable screen that we carry. So I think that'll match very well.
Yeah.
So kind of talking about the screens, do we need a standard screen, an ALR screen? How does that kind of look and work?
Yeah, I would use a standard screen for these projectors. I don't think it's necessary to use an ALR screen. You can always, the better the screen, the better it's going to look. But for a portable projector, I would just go with the standard screen, that fits the space. A lot of people like to use the sheet screens, inflatable screens for their portable. I use a retractable one that outside that opens up, and then I could just put it in the corner. There's options out there. But screen's not necessary. ALR screen, sure, if you want to do an ALR, you can, but it's not necessary.
Fair enough. Yeah. And one of our viewers asked us, as an NFM employee, they asked us, do we do any sort of room setups? Can we tell you what size you should go for and everything? We do set that stuff up. Take photos of your room, bring it into us, and kind of show us the setup, and then we can kind of give you a really good recommendation on that. Keep asking us questions too, for the record. We're running gift cards, $250, if you ask us questions or you leave comments on that and everything as well. With that being said, short throw.
Yes, this is what I use in my home.
Okay.
This is our new short throw from the Live Studio series, The Grand. The advantage of a short throw, this is kind of new to people. They're not real familiar with ultra short throws. The advantage of this is you can see it sits very close to the wall.
Okay.
So I don't have to mount it on the back wall. If someone says, well, I don't want to mount a projector, I don't have that kind of space. This is what I use in my bedroom. This is what I use in my spare rooms, or a portable projector, one or the other. And like I said, advantage is it can sit very close to the wall. It's 3,600 lumens, this projector. So when we talk about 700, 1,000, 3,600 is bright. This is a projector that's going to give you a true home theater viewing experience. I have an older version of this. My coworker Rob uses this. I have in my theater room, this is what I use, 100-inch ultra short throw. I didn't have the space to mount a projector. I just can use my regular furniture and it just sits right on it. It's also expandable. So when we talk about expandable, or I can build upon it, I can start off with just this projector. It does have sound by Bose, so it gives you nice, deep, rich bass out of this. It can, if customers say, can I just use this? Do I have to add speakers? No, but like I mentioned earlier, I started with just my ultra short throw, which had speakers in it. Little less than quality than a sound bar. Sounded okay. But from there, I went and I bought some speakers. Now I'm going to add a woofer. So I was able to build on it, and you can add control systems for those of you that do customizations. If you want to add a control unit to it, it is expandable to become a premium projector like the ones that you guys see mounted in your place. Yeah.
So 3,600 lumens.
4K, 3,600
awesome.
lumens,
Cool.
Sits closer to the wall than any of our competitors by far. And
what's that distance? Do you know?
Depending on the size, I think for 120 inches, it's right around 6 inches.
Pretty solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
closer than anyone else.
Yeah.
So
you
don't
set
have
it
to
on the table.
Yeah, you don't have to buy any special furniture for it.
Okay.
Sit it on the table. And I know we're going to get questions about setup. How hard is an ultra short throw to set up? Because people have dealt with them before and they're like, oh, I got to line it up. It's difficult to line up. Epson, being the installer friendly company that we are, came up with a couple tools that help out. First of all, people are like, well, how do I know where to mount my screen if I'm going to be using a screen? We have this grid at Epson.com that you can download to your laptop. You plug your laptop into your projector and it'll automatically put it on your furniture, obviously, that you're going to be using. It'll automatically project a grid onto the wall, and it'll say, if you're doing a 120-inch screen, put your brackets here and here, and it'll show you exactly where to drill and mount your screen.
Nice.
So that takes out the screen part, the difficulty of measuring and making sure it's all right. Now the other part is frustrates people is lining up the picture. How do I line it up? We've made that really simple as well. Epson has created an app that all I have to do is get the projector close, maybe a little bit outside. So I pull it back, adjust it, and then I take the app and I take 2 pictures of the screen. It'll automatically adjust the image to fit the screen perfectly. So for a customer, I was always worried with my ultra short throw. The grandkids would come over like, whatever you do, don't touch it, because then I got to line it back up. But now you can move it, dust, come back in, take 2 pictures, and it's lined back up. You don't have to. So that, right, that took a lot of the, I don't know, difficulty, but the time. Now you can do one of these. It is very much a DIY solution. I prefer to have you guys come in and do the install, because if anything comes up, I can call you guys to have you fix it. And you guys have a great, I've gone out with your install team here. You have an amazing install team. So, but if someone says, can I do it myself? Yes, you can. We've done many of them ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if it's something that you don't want to tackle yourself, that is something that we can, as Nebraska Furniture Mart, can do on our own accord.
Yeah, absolutely.
These will be displayed at Nebraska Furniture, for the record. So we will have short throws from Epson on display. This one will just be a visible display. We will have the LS800, which is a functional one that you can see on a 120-inch.
And that's what I use in my
screen.
house.
Beautiful.
That's
LS800.
Yeah.
Great projector.
Yeah. A couple of other things about this. We get the question, can I flip this over and mount it above the screen? Yes, you can.
For like a golf.
Yeah, or a bar. Maybe the bar wants to put it up out of the way. 3,600 lumens, flip it over. It's going to look better than any TV. It's going to be huge. It's going to be beautiful. We talked about screens and ALR screens. And for those people that aren't familiar, I'll just briefly say what an ALR screen. And the ALR screen for short throw accepts the light from the projector and rejects the light from the other 3 sides. So that's going to give you a nice, brighter image. It's going to give you more detail. It's just going to help out with the projector. as well. If a customer decides, you know, I want to do that thing where I flip my projector over, and most people are like, well, I'll just flip the screen too. You don't want to do that because now it's accepting all this light. So it'll wash out the projector. So at that point, you don't have to, you can use an ALR screen, but not a short throw. I would just use, don't even use ALR, just use a nice bright white screen.
Okay.
Perfect.
But you can use a standard screen for something like
yes,
this?
Yes, you can. Yeah,
do you recommend an ALR?
I do. I do recommend an ALR for short throw just because it's going to give you that little, I mean, if you're going to go for it, go for it. Get the best quality you can. And an ALR for short throw will absolutely help.
Does Epson sell screens?
No,
okay.
we do not sell screens.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we did actually have a screen that we paired with the 800. I think I don't know if you guys you still have it. Correct. You guys have an incredible options of screens. I would go with whatever the sales rep recommends here because they're going to give you the best solution for your projector.
And just to kind of clarify, we talked about ALR. We just want to quickly clarify what that means. So
ambient light reduction screen. Yep. So it's accepting the light because ultra short throws shoot. So you can't really, this isn't, I don't think this is I'm sure it's not an ALR screen, but if you were to look super close, there's little shelves that allow you to accept the light from the bottom, and then it blocks the light.
So it's kind of like those old Valentine cards, like the lenticular.
Yeah,
kind of go left and right. Okay.
If you do that, you can see it. And if I were to have the different material and I would shine the light from different angles, you can really see.
Sure.
Like if I shine the light from over here on an ALR screen, I can see it's darker than if I shined it from the bottom. You can see the difference in the light that it's rejecting. Both of us use ALR for short throws in our theater rooms.
Fair enough.
It makes a nice difference.
And that was a question asked by one of our viewers.
Sure.
Keep throwing in your questions.
Great questions.
Keep throwing in your questions at us. Throw your comments in
to
be entered into a $250 giveaway as well for us.
Yep.
I mean, that's all. This is all really pretty cool in general. Price range on something like this, give or take.
I want to say you guys have it for $2,600. Maybe Rob can clarify for me. I think it's $2,600 is what you have the grand listed for.
Cool. And this is more of a stationary sort of unit.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's stationary. But if I want to take this into my backyard and put it up against the wall and project on the wall, I'm going to have an incredible experience. So it's not something that I recommend someone like packing around like with these, but if you're going to take it from the bedroom to the backyard or from the one of your spare rooms, and it can be portable, and you're at like 3,600 lumens because it sits so close to the wall. That would be an awesome viewing experience in the backyard.
That's awesome.
Yeah, $2,699. I was very close.
Awesome. Appreciate that. And that still also has like the 3 LCD aspect of it, also the new RGB.
Yep. Awesome. Very efficient with how it handles the light. Again, 20,000 hours. Nice. One thing about projectors is our competitors, because there's moving parts, you'll hear a lot of fan noise, even in our more premium projectors. With ours, our projectors all run very, very cool. Like that projector being 10,000 lumens, runs super, super quiet because of how efficient our light engines are. Fan noise is an issue. If you're watching a movie and you can hear the fan from your projector, it kind of takes. So this same, you can barely even hear that thing running because of the technology that we use.
Phenomenal. And then generally speaking, what kind of warranties do these all kind of come with?
There's a 1-year warranty. I don't know what the extended warranty is on the grands for the bulbs, but we'll look up the warranties and let you know exactly what they are through you guys.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, Nebraska Furniture will have 3-year and 5-year protection plans in case something does go out, that pixels, lines through anything, power issues, that sort of thing. So we will offer that as an option for you as well.
2 years on the Live Studios.
2 years on the Live Studios. Awesome. Cool. So manufacturer will be 2 years on all these portable ones. This one will be 1 year in this case.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Awesome. Cool. Well, I think we've kind of wrapped it all up. We appreciate everyone joining us here. Thank you, John, for joining us on this. We appreciate Epson coming in. At the end of this video or this live stream, they're going to announce the giveaway winner. Tomorrow, we'll be back for Black Friday's countdown live stream. That'll be sponsored by NFM themselves. They'll have their own gift cards that they'll be offering. That starts at 6 a.m. For a 3-hour live stream, and you have a chance to win 3 $500 gift cards from Nebraska Furniture Mart. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask John, come and see me, or come and see any of our guys at the store, and we will take care of you guys. Bring your photos into the rooms, and we'll have all these products available for you guys to purchase if you are considering it. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.